Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosie Psych Investigator. Oh. So, guys, of course, it's the midnight. I'm Cinderella. Midnight closing. I'm like, oh, do I become a pumpkin? I'm orange enough. Huh? No. So, so guys, today, what a weird day energetically. I talked to Corina today, and she was also feeling it. And the prediction, not a prediction, it's just like that there's something for the next few days it's going to continue. I felt I had such a good day energetically speaking yesterday, but today, oh, here's the alcohol thing to wipe here the camera just in case. It's okay, right? It's good because I record from my computer directly, and because I had just put wax on my hair, and uh, and then it touched computer and get messy camera. So, so anyway, so I was feeling weird today, pretty much whole day, but I just wanted to discuss a few things, mentioning also Kathy Beal from Professional Aquarian. Kathy Beal is an astrologer. She texted me information. Uh, Immediately, she texted me about Kamala's statement. We're going to look into that and just cover a few things, really, that happened. Okay, so let's do protection. I'd like to ask for protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that I create the good and not the good, and so it is. Okay, so let's get to it. So anyway, so I was talking to first about the energy. Let me open the other apps so I can write things out. So just going back here to what I was just saying about the energy shifts. First thing, because so I was talking to Corinna. Corinna is also feeling just intense energy, very almost crippling. And there was a big storm during the day today. Tomorrow there's a weather warning that it's this terrible storm, like flash floods in the afternoon until the evening, something like that. So it somehow it is connected to that. I know it is, but there's more. It's just I don't know, guys. The intensity is not. Sorry, I'm like here. I'm looking for the pins. Okay, so by the way, I get nervous, I reach out to makeup. So I wanted to, nobody's paying attention to this. I'm just sharing. So you notice I have blue is a great color for eyeshadow for me. But eyeshadow is usually right. It's like it has a lot of fallout. I don't have my. It's more complicated to put on, right? But now I can tell you about a wonderful product by ColourPop. No, really, guys, I've tried many sticks of for blue because it's my favorite color for this kind of thing. They don't quite work. I tried the liquid. It's just not the same. But this one is a absolute. I really am recommending 100%. It's by ColourPop. It's like it's so good. This is an eyeliner. I tried different. Oh, now it flips. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, because the camera flips, so it's very confusing for me when I try to like reach my eye position. So I'm just gonna use this bronzer thing. So it's so creamy and so easy to use. You see, and it's a beautiful blue. I put it on earlier today. I don't know what time it was. Look, it's a wonderful color. It really is. And it's because the other colors that I put on, they just don't have this. I don't know what it is, but it's not just cream, but it has real pigment. Like, to be fair, I never have bought expensive. I know there's like fancy brands that probably have like, but I will never pay like a lot of money for an eye, for something like this. I know maybe, Yves Saint Laurent or whatever, but like, what can you say? It's a really wonderful color. If you have brown eyes, it's really a wonderful color. So it costs $9. It's from I bought it from Ulta, the makeup app, not app, store. They have real stores, but I got it on the app. So that was the day. Nice. It's nice and it's nice and since I like orange and like right. It's a really good compliment for my color and skin colors that I like. Anyway, right, the my orangeness thing. President would also look good one. He love orange face. He should put blue eyeliner for him. Great color for him. I recommend it. No, no, seriously. So anyway, so there's the intensity, and it's like this centrifugal. It feels like you're being inside of a centrifugal machine, and there you are. That's what it feels like. It's because everything is realigning. Okay. All right. So having said that, let's talk about Kamala's statement. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey ho, let's go. So, so here's her statement. Over the past 6 months, I have spent time reflecting on this moment in our nation's history, the best way for me to continue fighting for the American people and advancing the values and ideals I hold dear. I am a devout public servant, and from the early days of my career, I have believed that the best way I could make a difference in people's lives and fight for a better future was to improve the system from within. And it has been a profound honor to do that work and serve the people of California and our nation as a prosecutor, attorney general, United States senator, and vice president. In recent months, I have given serious thoughts to asking the people of California for the privilege to serve as their governor. I love this state, its people, and its promise. It is my home. But after deep reflection, I have decided that I will not run for governor in this election. I have extraordinary admiration and respect for those who dedicate their lives to public service to their communities and to our nation. At the same time, we must recognize that our politics, our government, and our institutions have too often failed the American people, culminating in this moment of crisis. As we look ahead, we must be willing to pursue change through new methods and fresh thinking, committed to our same values and principles, but not bound by the same playbook. For now, my leadership and public service will not be in the elected office. I look forward to getting back out and listening to the American people, helping elect Democrats across the nation who will fight fearlessly, and sharing more details in the months ahead about my own plans. In the United States of America, power must lie with the people, and we, the people, must use our power to fight for freedom, opportunity, fairness, and the dignity of all. I will remain in that fight. Thank you, Kamala Harris. So, so that wasn't else, huh? So, no, really. So when Kathy sent me that, I was nervous when she sent me she said, let me see actually what I wrote to her because it was something like, okay, hold on a second. I knew she was not going to run for governor because I was worried that she was going to run for something. I was like, oh my gosh, she can't run. She has to be available. So, so that's nice. Now, people are upset. I don't think it's upsetting. I think it's actually encouraging. And the fact that she's around and she hasn't stopped. Okay. So let's see what is going on here with this. This is the protection. I like to ask for protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I fill my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I'd like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that it create the good and only the good. So it is. Okay. All right. So let me. No, I'm going to go grab a crystal because I don't have them with me at the moment. I'll be right back. Okay. So, okay, so what is, actually, let me type it here. So, what is going on? What does she think about what is going on with Trump's admin? How much longer he will be, he will, much longer he'll be. Does she think we are close to an end? Does she know she may be stepping in? Why did she? Why did she that? That's it. Now, as you know, I get very mad when people say, "Oh, come." I find it the most condescending. The worst thing is like, oh, Kamala was just, she'll be a great attorney general, something like that. Like, and I hope for all the people that say this, I hope that you are, when someone tells you to take a lower job than the one you have, or the one you won, how that would make you feel, because that's really what it is. But I don't want to be petty about it. I'm just gonna, focus here on the situation. Imagine someone stole your job. That's just, I'll never forgive. I'll never accept it. Okay. But let's just go here with the all the 10 questions that I have here. So what is going on in her mind? So the first part is what is going on in her mind? Should I, copy and paste so that it's not confusing? It's okay. Just gonna do it all. Right. So what is going on in her mind? What does she think? Okay, so what is going on with her mind? It's interesting. I see her issuing the statement and it has it having the White House in the background. That she feels like she has a leadership role, and and I see that her reason for this is to put herself in the public eye. And it's interesting because this reminds me, it's coming back. Corey and I talk about, things happening and how things will change and how some people will in fact be uh, take take up the stage, let's just say. Some people that we know, some people that we don't know, and so they would take up the leadership, and that some people are feeling it already. They know that their time is coming soon, their time for their spotlight. And so that's what I get about her, that she feels this inner calling almost. And I see she having praying talking to her mother in dreams, and like praying in prayer, and and she she knows her time. She is meant to be in the public eye, and that, right, it's sort of like I feel like she's being guided by the spiritual side to say, put your name out there. So it's feels very right for her what she's doing. And I see also that she's putting out that statement because and remember how there was people like, oh, she's going to be the governor of California. I never believe that. And I think she may have talked to some people, or so I see people went to her with that suggestion, and she realized that people leaked that like it was an op, okay, to get her to leak something to the press to erase her again. And she's saying that so that people know it's not my thing. I don't want to do that, right? So okay, so that's, again, I've always said, when you want to find out what Kamala's plans are, ask her, let her. She has a mouth. She has power. Whatever she wants, she will let us know. There's not up to anybody to kind of demote her mentally. Okay. Okay. All right. So now what does she think about what's going on with Trump admin? How much longer he will be? Does she think we're close to an end? Does she know she may be stepping? It's a lot of questions in one, but let's see. Does she know whether she's No, she sees that it's absolute horror. She sees this image of the White House being burning down, which is their goal, right? Um, and then, and then, okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So, uh, okay. So, let's do that. So, okay, so Trump's burning down, and she feels that the whole thing is very hollow. They have to rebuild. Does she think, and I see that it goes, she's thinking of some intelligence reports she received while uh, Biden received, and they talked about it, and she thinks it's collapsing faster than she thought it would. And it's telling me that, referring back to the statement when she talked about new methods and such, it's that she knows that she has to change the voting system and all that. So how much longer? Oh, it's saying that she think. I was going to ask you how much longer does she think Trump is going to say? She thinks there is it's collapsing, but I doesn't make sense. But in a way, it feels like she does. It's not like she has a date or something, but she knows she has to be out there because she knows what we knew, that there was something, and she was, see, that she was instructed even by attorneys of the Democratic Party to not talk about certain things. And she's an attorney, she's a lawyer, right? She knows also, but it never felt right to her. Wow, and I see that on the day of that it happened, she kind of received a psychic message or saw a vision of, I think, her mother telling her, "You won. It will be. It will be. You will. You were wronged, but the wrong will be made right in the future. Like, it's not you won. You will stay for some time, and then so something like that. Okay, like, is in a way that is all very intuitive, but that's what I get here. Okay, so does she know now? Whether does she know she may be stepping in? I feel like, again, she's an attorney. She's very much about facts and evidence, and she knows that there has to somehow come into the picture. I don't think she knows. She knows that the government has a plan. When I said that, I talked about that before. It's called continuity of government. You can look it up, continuity of government, and what happens. And in that case, she could step in, right? If there, but a lot of things have to align. But the bottom line is here is this: she feels this strong pull, this intense, intuitive knowledge of the fact that she's going to come in. She does, like us. She doesn't know exactly how. She knows the internal means of the government, but she is saying that she's already stepping out, and that Trump is already attacking her because he knows he's in danger because she actually won. Okay. And it's funny, I see immediately the image of Elon Musk being like, "Hmm, I messed up. If it had been her, my companies would be doing a lot better than they are." Okay. Okay. So why did she issue this statement? I already gave, already gave the answer, that she's observing everything happening. She wants to step back into the arena, so to speak, to let people know that she's around and that she essentially is available, right? Available meaning I'm around. Remember me, yes. And she's here in the calling. Okay. So, all right. So that's that to feel. So let me ask you. So is spirit, let's see here, is spirit where? Spirit. So spirit, what do we need to know about? It's saying things are going as expected, decay is coming, and then it shows me the rotten fruit falling from the tree. That's trash and his people, and that the right things coming into order. but it's like this shakeup. It's saying you're feeling the shakeup energetically, but it's happening in the world next. Okay. All right. So that was interesting. That was interesting. And I see, okay, again, I'm seeing Trump being very upset that she is in public because it makes him feel uncomfortable because he's not legitimate, as we know. Okay. All right. Okay. So Kathy also texted me when he was confirmed. This man is so hideous. And they're all they're such monstrosities. I have you noticed they're all so ugly and gross. But there we are, another example of this. He's like 30 something. It's just these are like look at I think this whole thing, guys, this whole like MAGA thing, it's these like really unattractive men who want to get their revenge on women because we're not into them. No, no, not for me, no. Thank you, Teres. You not for me. No, 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 no. All right, so let's hear a reading. I hear for reading. So he was confirmed 50-49 with only Republican votes as they set aside allegations from three whistleblowers about the conduct of Bove, a Justice Department official, which include accusations that he flouted laws and Justice Department procedures. So he was basically telling people to do all kinds of illegal things. That's the bottom line here. So, and this is and of course, there's a lot of Republicans that say, "Oh no, it's no, we don't like it," but they vote for it. So we can't rely on them for anything. But let's see. So, okay, no. So what's going to happen to this guy? He's very attractive. Model of the world. Is going to be a model for Armani. Hmm? No. So, okay, so what is going to happen to him? What's going on here? It's funny. I'm getting this image of Jesus weeping, like on top, like watching, and then Jesus has a like a thunder black. So, are you laughing with me? Because it's saying Jesus is in that expression, Jesus wept, but it's the guy pretends to be Christian and does the most devilish, demonic things. It's like, oh, I hate what I hate the most is people using my name to justify their demonic activities. I have a special straight to hell bus for those people. Rosie, he had, and I see this image of Jesus figures name. Rosie, he is so demonic. He has a stamp, false prophet TM trademark. He's one of them. So show me now. I can understand Jesus, but tell me again, what is next? What's happening with him? And I see that he's elevated because he represents exactly their values, the evil, and they have this thirst for autocracy, for it's saying for people because they hate the fact that they were rejected. He's like, this guy is really unattractive, let's just be honest. But he blames the world for it. So then he finds a way, he realizes that the way to like get back at people is like, oh, I'm gonna be a judge, I'm gonna be a Christian. I'm a Christian. Yeah, yeah. And really I wanna, find random excuses to make you suffer. Yeah, make him suffer. Because Janie on third grade, she looked at me weird. She said, I'll never kiss you. But you know what, Janie? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna be a judge. I'm gonna rule against people like you. I'm gonna throw you in prison because you never liked me. No, but okay, going back here. So he and I see that he's like, oh, finally, he's getting excited, but he knows there's something weird. Like even he knows that he's not qualified. He's a devil. He's a devil, and see, but he works much better in the dark. And then when he's exposed, he doesn't like it because there's enough whistleblowers. That's right. So what is going to happen to him? How much longer is he going to stay? So he was confirmed. So what happens next? It tells me 2 months, but is it because that's right? If the administration goes, I just see him having to pack his bags. So is he going to have let me ask like this: is he going to have a lifetime um, judgeship at a third circuit? Interesting. Though I see that there's a is that a plate? There's like an office for him with his name on it, even the little judge outfit, but he never arrives. He never. Wow, wow. He never arrives. So now it's possible that he will, that maybe this is related to Trump's own administration that is saying yes, that when they go, he goes. But I see this image. I'm not wish, well, let's just say I wish karma upon him. But I see an image of him getting a gun and opening his mouth and pulling a trigger. That because there's something about it. It's like it's saying a lot. Wow, it's really this is fascinating what I just understood here. It tells me that a lot of those conservative men are porn addicts, and there's a relationship between porn and their mentality, because porn is all about fantasy, right? That you cannot fulfill, and then you try to like live out these things in real life. And so his thing is like, oh, I'm gonna do all these awful things, and then I'm gonna like they fantasize about destroying America and people have got like all of it, and it's something that drives them a lot. But what I see with this guy is that he gets it, and then he realizes he still feels like trash inside. That he hates himself just the same way that he did before. That nothing about it, like he thought, it's sort of like almost like this. That's why I feel like it's this weird like compulsion towards some evil act or some. I'm not saying that the porn, honestly, porn. I have nothing necessarily against it, like as like doesn't make sense, but it's just similar in the sense that it's a fantasy that has to be fulfilled, and it focuses and it turns him on. Whatever. Oh, I'm gonna make these people suffer. But now that this is reality, it's not as interesting. He loses the appeal. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He's like, what am I doing this for? What is the point? Because he's like because again, the truth about who he is exposed. He's not that good, and it's saying it's very damaging what they have on him. And I see even sexual harassment, even sexual abuse in the past. There is something really horrific, and he just is not happy. It's like he's like a vampire. The light shines on him, and he melts away. So that's what I see. I see this as he hates himself very much. So I have a question. What is the difference between someone like him or let's say Stephen Miller, who obviously hates himself too? What is the difference? It's saying that Stephen Miller likes the limelight, and he knows who he is in terms of like he's sort of like Bannon. He's an evil character. He likes it, and but this guy is one of those that's like, oh, I'm family values, right? But in reality, he's not. And it's saying once he attains it, he has mental illness, and I see he has problems in his marriage and everything, and also he's attracting a lot of bad karma, bad energy for himself. Wow, yeah, I see him again. Another image with a gun. Boom. Wow. So, you know, and I've written that before to people when I was, sometimes I send messages. I said, I fear God, not false prophets. And that's what I think he realizes. He realizes God, there's a God, and God is watching him. God knows what he's all about. And that's when he decides to say goodbye to the world. So, interesting information, interesting information, interesting information, interesting information, interesting information. Okay, so let's go to the next. It's so weird how like this, because the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to, like midnight hits, and I'm like, ooh, let's go out. The freak says chic, freak out. The freak says chic, freak out. The freak says chic, freak out. Huh? The freak. Okay, I continuing. I continuing. So this was interesting. It's one of those things that I would forget if I don't do it now. There's so much going on, right? And so let me show you. This is really interesting. So this evening, I guess it came out that CBS News. It's a really, it's sort of like a weird thing to explain. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can look it up, guys. This article. Okay. CBS News investigation of Jeffrey Epstein jail that reveals new discrepancies. So, such a long story. I just want to show the actual image. So they found this image. They found this shape here moving in the stairs. Okay. Okay. So basically they found this shape. If you can see, it's like it's in the very background of the video, something like that. So experts question investigators' interpretation of orange shape moving up the stairs. Just before 10:40 p.m., an orange shape is seen moving up the stairs, leading to Epstein's tier. The report says, through review and analysis of shoe video footage, witness statements, IG determined that at approximately 10:40, corrections officer, okay, care linen or intimate clothing to the L tier, which was the last time any correction officer approached the only entrance to the SAU tier in which Epstein was housed. The shape could be, here it is. The shape could be a, okay, so let's see, open image in a new tab. Let's see. Okay, so this is the close up. Let's see. This is like, it's interesting, right? Because I can actually make here. This is, it's very, it's very, so this is that. Okay, wow, so let's see. I'm curious here. What the hell is this? What is, wow, guys, I'm getting it. Wow. Oof. Okay, where's the, okay, so this protect me. This protect me, God. Okay, so I have to tell you what I'm seeing, guys. Wow. So, okay, wow, 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 wow. Mm, wow. Okay. All right. So, okay, sorry, I can't even say it. So okay, I'm gonna close my eyes so I can say without okay. So for those of you who follow me, I had mostly Patreon. I don't know that I was like, or maybe, I don't remember how much of you, how many of you have remember this. I barely remember, to be honest, the things I say. It's just when I go back to the subject, it comes back. So I remember the time when this happened. I saw this man, and the way I saw this man that came, and he was, I think he could be a member of an intelligence agency, foreign. You know what I'm saying? And he looked almost Latin, but he wasn't. And I saw that he was the one who did this, and he was sort of like a martial arts type, had a type of figure like that, slim. And I saw it. So I see this guy dressed in this thing. I don't think it's a real inmate. It's somebody dressed as an inmate. And then, and then, and it's saying they can check the logs of the people who were working there, right? And it's a long story. And I see he had a like a card that came in, it was used, and blah blah blah. So I see that because I see the image of like, wow, oh my God, guys, I'm seeing. Can I tell you what I'm seeing? It's like the guy comes. It's like the guy. He's grabbing Jeffrey Epstein. He has the hands around. So I see that he used, like a sweatpants have his like string, and even it showed me this big like laundry, even I don't know what kind of laundry bags they have over in this like thing, but they showed me this like industrial size like a laundry bag that had some sort of like a nylon cord in it, and that it was some sort of a nylon cord. Is that right? There was something. Oh, because it was socks. Remember how they said that's right. But there's just something. And he was like the guy was doing this like what was it? No, he was like I'm trying to find something. Like a sock. That's right. Because I see that the man's hands was okay, guys. I'm gonna have to grab something just to show you. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me pause because I'm gonna grab the thing. I think I have socks like that. Okay. I'll be right back. So guys, this is a long sock, okay? It's like a knee length kind of sock. And because what I saw is this, like it was a man like this. The hands, like let's say that I'm Jeffrey Epstein, and the hands belong to the man who did this. So he did this, like like grab him like that, and then because I see the hands of Jeffrey Epstein doing this, trying to get it out of him, and he couldn't. So because he was a guy is strong, he knows that it's like get this, do like this, and I see him pulling, and that's it. And then he's gone, and he like hangs him like to show to look as if right. And so that was like I see that he pulled this thing, and it was like one of those that they had right in the prison, but it wasn't right. So it was this guy, and I see he was wearing gloves even when he went to do it. He had this like this those blue type gloves. Uh, and yeah, so wow, wow, so wow, this is intense, guys, and I have to say, wow, this is let me recover from this even. Wow, wow, there's something shiny there, is there? Right? Oh, wow, I'm recovering. Wow, okay, okay, so 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 that was intense. Wow, here, like this, and then wow. Oh, and this is what I was gonna say. I do see that like somebody like saying, yeah, that's right. He's like, wow, you did it exactly right. That's what was right. And I have to say this. I know people are like, oh, can you just channel Jeffrey Epstein? I don't think I can because I think he's in a different path, like a different, like lower level that's not for everybody else. And I have to say also because people are like, oh, Jeffrey, I think it's all bullshit. The idea that he's not dead, he's dead. And I saw pictures of he's dead for sure. He's not like hanging out somewhere. It doesn't make any sense either. So I'm not the type of person, just so you know. I don't believe in the body double bullshit. I don't believe in the whole like it's not for me. Okay. So if you like, oh, I think such and such, I'm gonna delete it. I think it's total bullshit. I'm not interested. Okay. So just to make it clear so that people don't come to me like, oh, but such and such and channel X, Y, and Z said that it like that's it. That's their channel. It's not mine. My channel, it's my words. Okay. And you're free to watch whatever you want, but don't come here to tell me what such and such said. And I don't care. Okay. And because you know what it is, guys, the things I pick up and I feel are very real to me. And so, and I also don't believe, that like I'm not one of those like conspiracy theory type people, even though you would think, right? Oh, Rosie, she's a psychic. But I like to things to be checked and double checked. Anyway, but this is what I got. Wow. So it's right. And they can't, and I see they can't, it's like eventually it's going to come out, right? It's already coming out. And they're like, what? Who and how, right? And I see that guy is no longer in the country. He left a long time ago. And mm, yeah, interesting. Mm. So anyway, so that's wow, that was sort of unexpected, I believe. Oh, so wow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you something really personal. No, it's okay, I don't have to tell you. Because I have, I tell you this, it's okay. Because I have, yeah, no. I guess I could tell you this. It's okay. I'm totally recovered. I'll just tell you, I'm a victim of a crime. When I was 18, I was attacked and left for dead, basically. And I somebody did that thing, and so I know exactly that feeling. I know what it's like to feel like you're being asphyxiated when someb. So so I know that. Well, so it was interesting that I didn't feel anything, but it's it's interesting that maybe for me it's even liberating. 'Cause, I don't have like big um, like traumas about it or whatever. But the neck, right? That's like it could have happened to me in a way, right? Because I know that feeling of like losing air, like you can't breathe and you tried everything. So anyway, TMI, but it's gives you a little context, I guess. So anyway, so like how interesting all of this, because honestly I feel like when I see this, like I know that feeling, like it's creepy, right? But it's true. So it is, scary, really. So anyway, so but I'm here, survived. Nobody, it wasn't as bad, it was just a hand or whatever, the arm, but that feeling, it's very, because life is very brief when you think about it. Things happen, and like you could just in an instant, things could change. You never know, right? So anyway, well, here we are, living the life, choosing the light, right? Everybody has lessons. Everybody has things that they go through, right? So anyway, so interesting. Wow. And there was something else, but I think today I don't know that I can talk about more. I was like, let me clear myself here. No, it's saying it's okay, Rosie. It's meant to come out. And I see it again, this like gross face. He's like, yeah, yeah, girl, you're really old. Have you seen the smile of Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, you're really ancient. Maybe when you were like 11. You see, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was weird. So it's okay. I'm protected. I'm good. Okay. So, but anyway, that was it, guys. Wow, that was interesting. There's something else. I know there's something else I wanted to talk about, but I think that's it for now. Huh? All right. So that was enough for today. And else, no anything else. All right. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow evening or not. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know.